28 years in marriage is not 28 days. I am grateful to God, particularly in the West. In the West, in London, America, Europe, marriage is more challenging in this part of the world. To my thinking, it's my thinking that marriage is even more stable in Africa than here, because they give a lot of people incentives that makes them to misbehave in their marital relationship in the West. And that is why myself and my wife were sharing on 5 secrets that helped us to stay together. I married 28 years ago this last weekend, and I can tell you, Nana, we are welcome. Beggar Joyce, thank you, you are welcome. So many of you here want to appreciate you guys for joining us in this broadcast today. I appreciate all of you for joining us. So, like I said, we were here together for 28 years in our relationship. And I can tell you the things that helped me, that was secret to my getting into that relationship, or what guided my compass, what guided who I should go for, was guided, number one, by God. That's number one secret of staying together, was number one, my relationship with God. God's relationship with me was part of the thing that helped me to be able to find a partner. The Bible says about finding a wife, find a good thing, and has obtained favor from God. I can tell you, if you want to find a woman, women are many. But if you want to find a wife, that you need God's help to get that, because not every woman is a wife material. That you have a feature of a woman, you have your hairstyle, your body shape, that as a woman does not mean you are a marriage material. Also for the man, that the Bible says in Matthew chapter 19 from verse 5 to 6, for this reason shall a man leave his father and mother. So there is a level of maturity you must get to before you can live for marriage. In other words, also, just like we said, not every man, not every lady is a wife material. Also, we can say, not every man is a wife material. Not every man or a guy can marry. That you have a male factor, you carry everything that a male has, does not mean you are a material for marriage. In fact, there are a lot of people that are not ready for marriage. They are literally empty-headed. You want to marry right, start by preparing for marriage. Start by preparing for marriage. This book will help you. Help me. I want to be married and stay married. Don't enter into marriage with an empty head. Marriage is likened to a vehicle. Marriage is likened to driving a vehicle. Here in England or in America or in the West or Europe, before you get a vehicle, before you drive a vehicle, before you are given a license, you go through what is called theory test. You go through knowledge. They give you knowledge, the driving rules of that place. For instance, the sign of driving in the UK is not the same thing as the sign of driving in the US. So you have to learn the system. You learn it. Many people come to marriage and don't know what marriage is all about. They think marriage is about kissing a woman and having sex. That is all they thought marriage is about. Marriage is a serious business. Who you marry determine how your life, the rest of your life will go. Marriage is a make or break institution. If you marry wrong, it can destroy your life. Somebody said, A good marriage is next to heaven. A bad marriage is next to hell. He said, please have no patience this day. Okay, you mean to say that people have no patience these days? Well, people must develop the patience, and we can make this interactive. As you are listening to me, you can tell me what you are hearing and the area I want to direct the conversation. Now, people don't have patience this day. Yes, that's why you need to develop it. You can't say because you are thirsty, and drink an acid. You must know what you are going into. People need to practice patience in marriage. Thank you. Thank you. I get your message. Now, this is what we are talking about in this. We are talking about the fact that you want to go into this thing. It's like you can't jump into a car and say, I just want to drive by all means, and enter in car and you don't know what to press and start driving it. It's going to be a crash. You don't say because they are not telling me how to drive, I'm going to just enter into the vehicle and I start driving. It doesn't work that way, because of the fact that if you do that, you are going to endanger your life. You are going to endanger the life of other people. That is what happens when you are getting into marriage without knowing what marriage is about. Uh, so that is why I believe quite right. The reason why we should uh, uh, learn or program ourselves and go for knowledge is for our safety and the safety of those that we are driving with. If you are driving a vehicle and you don't know how to drive, you will endanger the life of everybody. Happy marriage comes with good intention and full faith in God. Thank you, sir. Mr. Pink, thank you very much. Happy marriage comes with good intention and full faith in God. That's very good. Thank you for that. Now, let me say to many of you that are here that I want to get married. I don't know how many of you that are not married there. I'm a sister. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Pink. Now, let me say this to you, all over that. If you are not married here, let me know. If you are married, let me know in the comment section. If you are engaged, let me know in the comment section. And I'll ask you questions that you need to know about. Or you have never gotten into a relationship before with a woman. That's why you need to learn it. There's theory tests. The theory tests give you the literal knowledge of what a woman, the psychology of a lady, the psychology of a woman and a man, the way a man thinks, the way a woman think. Women have right brain. Men has right brain. Men has left brain. They are logical. Women has right brain. They filter their thinking through their feelings, and they see things before things get out of hand. They are more sensitive. They are more intuitive than the man, and that is why to know what a man is. That is why the first thing God gave a man was not a woman. The first thing God gave a man was his presence. That we call the Garden of Eden. Eden means a spot, a moment where God's presence is planted. God gave man, first of all, his presence, not a woman. He gave him work before he gave him a wife. And when we're talking about work is different from job. There's a difference between a job and a work. Job is what you are paid for. Work is what you are born to do. Work has to do with your destiny. Working on your destiny to produce its intended purpose. That's what they call work. Job is what people pay you what they think you are qualified for. But job, you can make as much as you can because that has to do with your destiny. There's a difference between a job and a work. And that is why a man must understand his work. What am I here to work? Somebody said when you go to for your job, when you come back, then go to work. And that is why I want to say to many of you that are listening to me right now on the things that you must learn and do. You must know what you are here for. You must know your work. It's part of the sharing I did with my wife on our platform yesterday. And we're talking about 5 secrets that help us to stay together in marriage. We say number one is the God factor that help you to stay. Number one, help you to find the person that you're about to marry. God can help you find somebody that fit into your destiny. You see, you are a square peg that is meant to enter a square hole. And that is why you cannot know somebody by just meeting them. God knows everybody. Now you have to engage the help of the Holy Spirit to help you to get a partner. To you pray to God and ask Him to guide you. If you marry wrongly, it will affect your life. As a woman, I believe if your husband want to have a second wife, should you allow it? I want to ask, what will lead to that for a man to be looking for a second wife? As a woman, I believe if your husband want to have a second wife, you should allow it. I don't think so. The only thing that make your husband to be looking for a second wife is because you are giving him trouble. No, a man will not look for second wife if the first wife is doing well. If the first wife is not taking the man for granted. And in this day and age, who look for second wife? Do you have the economic, financial capacity to deal with two women? And to keep two women in the house, you must be lying to them. Because you have to tell everyone, I love you. I love you more than the other person. I love you more than A. I love you more than B. You cannot marry two wives and not be a liar. You must be lying to them. You must be lying to them because you want to keep all of them together. And polygamy always bring battle in marriages. No, it's better for husband because he will not cheat on you. No, it's not good for a man. It's not good for your husband, also why you marry, to look for a second wife. No, not cheat on you. No, it's not like that. It's better for a man because he will not cheat on you. No. That's not the right way to think. If you are going out with somebody and the person has a second wife, is rivalry is going to bring to your life. Check marriages where they have two wives. It's always battle, family battle, because there's so much competition. There's so much lying and fighting among the women. Uncle, I am a young man. How do I know when I'm ready for marriage? You know when you are married, ready for marriage, when you have understood your purpose in life. You know you are ready for marriage when you know your work, when you know the direction you are going, when you have been able to relate with God, is able to tell you your purpose in life. When you are purpose in life, my grandfather had 3 wives, he provided for them then, and he lived long life. Yes, but if your granddad did that, he had 3 wives, can you try that today? Your grandfather had 3 wives, he provided for all of them, and they live long. Now, but let me tell you, there's a lot of fight in polygamy. But can you try that today in today's economy to have 3 women, to marry 3 women in the same house? The people that do that time, you notice that your granddad must be very hardworking. He must either have a business or something that is financially stable to maintain 3 women in a house. And if all the children, all of them give birth, there's rivalry. Every family that I've seen where they have more than one woman in the house, it always creates rivalry in the family. So it's not a healthy way of marriage. God didn't design it that way. God didn't design that one man should have 3 wives or 4 wives. That's not God's original design. In fact, what makes men to marry a second wife is mostly because the first wife is behaving. The old generation was better. They had more respect and value and faith. Well, maybe you will say that at their time, but today it's not practicable for a man to marry 3 wives and be able to take care of them and the children. In this economy right now, it's not that easy to do. And those that do it, you must have enough money to sustain those women, that they will not be fighting themselves. Women fight each other because it creates a pipeline of jealousy. Look at what happened with Leah and Rebecca and Rachel. It will always bring fight. Children fight among themselves because you want your children to be better than the other one. It creates rivalry. And that is why we don't encourage that. You, like I said, you will know you are ready for a marriage when you, as a person, know your purpose in life. You have your work that you are doing, and you are able. The new generation has lost faith, have no respect, and are lost, especially here in the UK. Definitely. So, Pink, are you in the UK, or which country are you sending message to me from? In the UK, they don't have value. Yeah, you are in the UK, good. They don't have value here. They don't have value. In the UK, I'm sorry to say, or in the West, you see somebody coming to the house in the name of boyfriend, girlfriend, and he's sleeping. You see, that's the place where you see a boyfriend coming to the house, and they are sleeping with you are sleeping with their daughter in the house, and they are there. They don't have value. That is why people in the days of old, they have value. That's why their marriage lasts. But people in general don't have any value, no moral code, no moral. People don't know how to live right. They don't have self-control over their life. They don't know how to overcome their appetite, including sexual appetite. Some people are good mentally, but they don't know how to control their loins. Their loins control them. Their erection control them. And I've seen, but my family is back from Pakistan. Yes, Pakistan, if you notice, they have a lot of strong value. The Asian community has a lot of strong value. That's why Asians marry each other. They have a lot of strong value. You hardly see divorce among them. But in this day and age right now, those things are difficult to do. And that is why, like I was sharing yesterday, what are the 5 secrets that help us in our relationship? The God factor. Number 2, purpose. Number 3, effective communication. Things that help me and my wife to stay together for 28 years. Number 4, we spoke about was about my communication. Talk about patience. We are patient with one another. And because marriage is a journey with a lot of bus stop, you must learn to be patient with each other because you are coming from 2 different strands. My brother married African woman, Nigeria, and both family do not agree. They will not agree. I can tell you that. You marry from Nigeria and you are from Asia, the value system, the problem will be you have what they call culture clash. The culture of people in Asia is different from the culture of those in Africa. They will always have problem. That is very sure. I'm not surprised they have problem. Now they have kids and now they agree after having children. Well, I don't think they've done it the right way anyway. But people sometimes they follow culture. They follow culture. But in normal proper culture, you do go to what is called courtship. You know each other for some time before you go into marriage. You know each other's family and you're able to find out about each other's values. I want to let you know, when you are marrying, marriage has many. If a white person is marrying an African person, they don't have the same culture, and there are some countries where their wife even go on holiday to go and mess around with other men. They allow those kind of things. Yes, amen. After having children, they expect it now. Okay, so there are some places where people let their spouse their first go on holiday. That's a place like France, where wife can do open marriage, they call it. This is not a very good way of marriage, where a woman can go and just be doing nonsense outside there. And that is one thing I want us to know, that marriages go from nation to nation, so that people, when they marry each other, if you are not from the same place, you have cultural clash. Somebody from an Asian background marrying somebody in Africa, because they don't have the same value system, you have to see that's the thing you have to hash out when you are doing courtship. Before you start doing anything with each other, have useful discussion. Have courtship where both of you can talk about your values, your family values. In my family, these are things they don't accept. In my family, this is what we accept. For instance, if you marry somebody from Nigeria or Africa, they need you to need there's big cultural clash, going to be cultural clash. They are changing now for better good. They have to learn each other. For instance, now in Nigeria, women must respect their husband. Respect is a very major thing in Africa. And if you come into a home in Nigeria, there's a way women must do depending on where you are from, whether you are outside, you are Igbo or Yoruba. There's a way they greet your in-laws. There's a way they expect you to greet your in-laws. You need to know all these things. If you don't know all these things, it can create a problem. And that's where the husband must teach the wife, when you see my mother, you kneel down. That's how we do in my culture. I may not be your culture, but because that is the way you'll be accepted. So you must learn to they teach you how to greet. Or when you want to greet an elderly person in Africa, you don't shake their hands. You don't say, "How are you, Mr. So and so?" No, you'll be doing offensive thing. In Africa, you don't stretch your hand. What religion of what religion of what religion, sir? Uh, that women need to respect in-laws just like their own family. Yes, yes, that's true. It's nothing to do with religion now. I'm talking about culture. The religion is part one. Culture is another thing, because there are cultures where they can tell the man or your father-in-law, "How are you?" You shake hands. But in Africa, you don't stretch hand to your in-laws. You greet them with respect. You don't stretch your hand. If they don't stretch hand to you, don't stretch hand to them. That is how culture is. And if you marry from somebody that is not from the same culture with you, if both of you don't sit down and discuss about your cultural difference and how you intend to learn the culture to help your relationship, you have problem. What is your take on marrying outside your religion, sir? Well, if you want to marry outside your religion, it's going to be a problem. If you don't believe, because religion is based on belief system. If you don't believe the same God, you are going to have problem. Because the person will tell you, okay, my God does not allow me to do the following things. Okay, you can say, my God does not allow me to cook for you as a man. What would you say to him? Or my God does not allow me to take care of you as a woman. Or in my religion, women are slaves. So if you don't have the same religion, you are going to have a lot of problems. Because everybody will be talking about what their religion say about marriage. That's why anybody you are going to marry, you must have the same direction. You must be in the same vehicle, going to the same direction. You must have the same faith. Every religion shows respect, but here in the UK, it's very different and satanic. Young people are lost. You are very correct. You are very correct. Every religion shows respect, but here in the UK, people are lost. You are very correct on that, Pink. People are lost in the UK. UK is even that's why we are teaching on this. That's why I'm teaching about the value system that will help you to succeed. Myself and my wife, we are from the same religion. We are not from the same culture. My wife is an Hausa lady. I am a Yoruba man. Even though both of us are British, our cultures are not the same. But those are things we'll discuss. She will tell me, when you meet my mother, you meet my parents or my uncle, this is how to do it. This is what to do. Please share this video with somebody. If you are watching on YouTube, let me know where you are watching from. Write your comment. Let's know where you are watching from, so that it can help us to know the demographic of people that we are reaching. And if you have any question, write your question and send it. We are live right now on YouTube and on TikTok. I wish I can go back home and educate my children. the education is better back home. Great. If you understand that, that will also help. So I want to encourage everybody that's listening to me on this platform to share this video, share with your friend. We are live. Oh, thank you, Chris Grant. Thank you, watching on TikTok from Labrook, Okeboro. Okay, thank you. Now, what are we saying therefore is this. When it comes to marriage in the UK, you will notice marriage is regulated by government. Government has regulation about marriage. Pink, you say your grandfather had 3 wives. If your grandfather is to live in the UK, he will be working against the law. They will charge him for biogamy. In the UK, you can't marry 2 women. If you marry 2 women, you are going to be in serious trouble. It's called biogamy. And that is why every place where you marry, the government has a rule of how marriage should run. That's why it's good you are from the same religion. It's good if you are not from the same culture. It's good to understand each other's culture. This is something that will help your relationship. Like I said, things that help my own marriage to stay together. Here, children have no respect and they respect parents. Yes, it's very true. In the UK, children don't have respect, and they respect parents. Very, very true in the UK. It's very, very true. People don't have respect here because respect is not part of the culture in this place. But respect is a very powerful force because respect those that respect. You can only attract what you respect. If you respect your husband, you will attract him. That respect is very, very major for those in Africa, in these other places. So, like I said, that 5 things that help my own marriage. Number 1, I said the God factor. Number 2, purpose. Number 3, effective communication. And number 4, patience. Number 5, forgiveness. Because husband and wife is like tongue and teeth. Husband and wife is like tongue and teeth. There's a time that sometimes your teeth might wound your tongue, not on purpose, because it's a mistake. In fact, the tongue might be bleeding. And that is why the way the tongue and the teeth, they settle their quarrels and they move on. Because the tongue and the teeth needs to be in unity to be able to eat food. So that is why see your marriage as tongue and teeth. That is the way tongue sometimes mistakenly collide with the teeth and there's a wound. And sometimes there's even bleeding. But they settle themselves and they're able to move on. That is how you should learn to forgive one another. You need to have that as a form of giving. So these are the five principles that has helped our own relationship to stay together for 28 years. And I can tell you, 28 years is not 28 days. And I want to end it here today. And like I said, get this book. Help me, I want to get married and stay married. It's in my bio, and that will help you a great deal. Get knowledge about marriage. Get knowledge about a man. Get knowledge about a woman. The psychology of a woman, the way a woman thinks, the way a man thinks. And that will help to be able to prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for marriage. And if you prepare very well, because good preparation enhance good performance. If you do all these things, it will help you. It will help you. You see, I think, God bless you. I think I have seen you before. Where have you seen me before? Well, I'm on many platforms. So, where do you think? Are you in the UK? That is that pink? Okay, you are in the UK, yes. You say I think I've seen you before. Okay, where do you think you have seen me? Well, I want to thank all of us. Okay, I think, do you know Auntie KG? Yes, I do. Do you know Auntie KG? Yes. What is the son name of KG? Yes. I've only met one KG. Do you know Auntie KG? Yes, I do. What is the son name? If you can, Nathan. Okay, Nathan. No, no, no. I don't know anybody called KG Nathan. Auntie KG Nathan. No, 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 no. And the person I know as KG, his son name is not Nathan. So, like I'm saying, but definitely you may have seen me because I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, I'm a pastor, and I'm involved in so many things. So, you may have seen me one way or the other in what you are doing. So, like I've said, if you work on these things, they will help you. Your relationship be able to stay strong in marriage. Marriage has many season. In marriage, there is summer. In marriage, there is winter. In marriage, there is spring, and there is definitely autumn. Marriage have seasons, and that's why you need to have knowledge about your wife, and so that you'll be able to have a better relationship with her because both of you are able to understand one another. Understanding enhance undertaking. And I believe quite right that as you learn to understand your wife, your spouse, and you also learn about each other, and you both of you are able to do what I call give and take. You are able to make compromises with each other. You are able to connect with your wife and bring yourself to a place where you can connect, work in agreement, and I believe that will be very great. So today, I want to stop here. I want to stop here today. I've shared with us a lot of things I believe will be a lot of help for us. So help me share this broadcast with other people. We've shared this link to those on the YouTube. We are live on YouTube right now on Destiny Monday TV. You can share this video with other people. Destiny Monday TV is the YouTube where we are, and also on I've shared it with Facebook page also, which Adebo Tomeo Global Ministries. You will see that there. You are based in the UK. That's great. So, Pink and every one of you, I want to thank you. I have to go now. Thank you guys for being a part of today's broadcast. I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Please share these videos with other people that I believe will be a blessing to them. And please follow me on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok for more great, exciting videos that is coming up tomorrow. I'm having new videos coming your way in this week, first week of October. And I believe to be a lot of blessing to you guys. So I look forward to coming your way again at another time. Next Monday, I'll be live on YouTube and on Facebook and on TikTok. I want to thank you guys for being with us on this journey. Share this. Follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, and for more wonderful videos. And the one that are there, share with other people. God bless you. Bye bye for now, everybody. Bye bye.